Alistair joins us now with sports. Torch relay making its way into Shanxi province. How's it going?
Exactly. We're going to start with the latest from that. Actually, it came this morning, the relay ending in Yuncheng City in North China's Shanxi province. And at 8:12, Zhang Weihong became the first bearer to carry that torch. Zhang was a handball bronze medalist back in the Los Angeles Olympic Games. And she's now a handball coach in Shanxi. 104 torchbearers participated in the 9.8-kilometer relay. Yuncheng was once known as Hedong and was the birthplace of Guan Yu, a famous general from the Three Kingdoms period. It also served as the capital of the Xia dynasty, the first dynasty recorded in Chinese history. IOC President Jacques Rogge says there's no clear favourite when it comes to who will win Euro 2008. Rogge has, however, expressed his surprise at seeing the Netherlands get the boot and says Russia might be the surprise winner of the tournament.
I had started with prediction that it would be Germany against the Netherlands, but that's not going to happen now. And you see other teams like Turkey, you know, the specialists of the last moment. Russia was very appealing and is playing very well. We should not be such a surprise, because when you see that St. Petersburg won the UEFA Cup, we've seen quality there at that time. So everything is possible. We may have totally different finals.
Well, a beleaguered Turkey team were preparing for their Euro 2008 semi-final with Germany in Basel on Tuesday. Fatih Terim's side have overcome the odds time after time in making it through to the last four. Last-minute goals becoming their speciality. Now they must confound the footballing world once more, but their task against Germany looks beyond even them. A series of suspensions coupled with some crucial injuries have left only 13 players available for selection. But coach Terim refuses to capitulate in the face of such devastation to his squad.
I think at this point we just have to look to the future and look forward and think about tomorrow and just accept the facts as they are. I think we should accept that the players that will replace the suspended and the injured ones will do just as well. We are not looking for any excuses, and if these are the facts, we will go with the facts.
And in a curtailed news conference, Germany coach Joachim Löw warned Turkey that his side are well primed for their semi-final.
The Turkish team has shown so far that they have a very good spirit because they have come from behind 3 times. That shows you how strong their spirit is. We had a setback against Croatia, and I think we have overcome it very well. We are free from any worries over injured players, and we will be very confident of our opinion of the match.
Let's move on to some tennis news now. In the biggest upset of Wimbledon so far, 4th-seeded Russian Nikolai Davydenko has been knocked out by Germany's world number 116, Benjamin Becker, in 3 sets. Venus Williams, meanwhile, and other leading seeds are all through to the next round. Davydenko became the biggest casualty of this year's Wimbledon, suffering a disappointing straight sets loss, 6-4, 6-4, 6-4. And Spanish world number 2, Rafael Nadal, ground out a 6-4, 6-4, 7-6 defeat of German qualifier Andreas Beck in his first round. Twice runner-up Andy Roddick came through 3 tough sets to beat Wimbledon debutant Eduardo Schwank, 7-5, 6-4, 7-6. Over in the women's game, Venus Williams began the defence of her title, overcoming a shaky start to reach the second round with a 7-6, 6-1 win over British wildcard Naomi Cavaday. Former champion Maria Sharapova enjoyed a low-key passage to the second round after seeing off French qualifier Stéphanie Ferret 6-1, 6-4. And 1999 champion Lindsay Davenport, competing in her 13th Wimbledon, overcame a leg injury to beat Renata Vorokova 6-3, 5-7, 6-3. Jaroslav Katrinak of Slovakia has continued his tour of this year's Transoriental Rally, consolidating his lead in the bike category. Katrinak picked up from where he left off the previous day to come home first once again. And with Norway's pal Anders Ole Valsæter struggling in the sand, the Slovakian took the lead and never looked back from there. Meanwhile, Spanish driver José Luis Monterde remains on top in the car category, That's despite being beaten into second place by Eric Vigoureux of France in the Chinese desert. And Dutchman Hans Stacey, meanwhile, took the honours in the truck section. All right, that will wrap up this update. I'm back a little later this afternoon. Right now, it's back over to you, James.
Okay, Alistair, thanks again.